All right, this is Toy with Toys Food Chronicles, and today we're going on the grill. We're going to be grilling some barbecued burgers today. We're going to be putting some bacon on those jokers. Welcome to Toys Food Chronicles. My name is Toy, and we are bringing people together through the soul and spirit of food. This channel was made to help the average home cook and backyard grill cook prepare stunning meals for their families and guests. And today, you know what we're putting together? We are starting up the grill, we are getting some burgers, and we're going to make the best burgers that you ever had. So these are not just your regular burgers, I tell you. We're going to put in some Worcestershire sauce. We're going to put in barbecue sauce in the meat, and I already pre-roasted some onion, red, yellow, and orange bell pepper, and that is going to be so good. It is going into our meat mixture. I also have one egg that we're going to use as a binder, and then I'm going to use the good old Montreal steak seasoning, and it's going to make these burgers taste so good. One of these burgers I'm going to try with goat cheese. The other one I'm going to try with American cheese. I am putting bacon on all of these burgers, and we are going to just have a great time. So this is like your all-American grilled burger, and it's going to be wonderful. On the side of this, we're going to have potatoes and onions. Now, just so you know how I've sliced these things, I just sliced them long ways, and I have them marinating right now in brown sugar. So they're going to roast in that brown sugar with the onion, and they are going to be so good, so tender, so amazing. Okay, so we're going to start out with our binder, which is this wonderful egg. There we go. We got our egg in there. Now we're going to get rid of this egg. Alrighty, the next thing that we're going to put in there is our onion and bell pepper mixture that we already sauteed. We're going to put a little bit of barbecue sauce in there. Whatever type of barbecue sauce you like, you can use. I'm using Gates barbecue sauce because that's what I have at this time. So you want to put a little bit of that in there. I'm putting a little bit of Worcestershire sauce for a little bit of extra seasoning. We're going to do the Montreal steak seasoning. Now I'm gonna get my gloves and I'm gonna mix this up. It's easy. You just take this, you use your egg as your binder, you get these all together. It is soaking up those flavors. You can already smell it. Yum, yum, yum. My daughter said me gusta. She likes it. Now we're gonna make our patties out of this. We could get 4 pretty good quarter-pound burgers out of this, but I have a little one and she is 2 years old. So I want to do a little burger for her too, but I am gonna make my big burgers first, baby. Yeah. So big burgers first. I do not have a scale to weigh out a quarter pound, so I do it based off of look and feel, but the flavor either way is going to be amazing. Now when I'm doing these burgers and prepping these burgers, I want to do them about the same size as the palm of my hand. This is a pretty big burger right here. And so we got it. You make a ball with it first. This is what I do. This is what you can do. I typically make a ball with it first, and then I flatten it out with the palm of my hand. And it makes a fairly big burger. Now, they say the best way to make these burgers wonderful is to put a dent in the center. That way it cooks evenly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I've never done that before, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna put a nice dent in the center so that it gets a good even cook. And there we go. There's one nice, probably quarter-pound burger. And then I'm gonna do a second one, palm of the hand size. This will be my wife's burger. My wife, my life. So this is another palm of the hand burger. A little bit smaller. always act silly. It's a cooking show. I don't want to juggle because I don't want to drop all the meat, but yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Now I'm flattening this out once again. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Once again, we're putting our dip in the center because we want to make sure that it cooks evenly because the inside rises. I think that's why they do that typically. This is going to be the smaller burger. I'm making this for my daughter, but I want to try the same approach in theory. Now this particular burger that I make tends to be a hit at any of the gatherings that I have. So if you have guests coming over and you want to show off your skills on the grills, put these burgers together and they taste amazing. I'll get the rest of these patties set up and then we'll head out to the grill. All right, so we got all of our patties ready. We got the little indentation in them. And so I got my fire started. We're just using straight up Kingsford charcoal. And I'm gonna place these on there from biggest to little. And so I feel like they're melting. Woo! It is definitely hot in there. And so you've officially seen me burn myself every episode. Because it's just so happening. It's just hot. It's just hot. It is what it is. So I got my little spatula. We'll do 4 minutes. We'll flip them. We'll do 4 minutes. We'll flip them. We'll do 4 minutes. We'll flip them. We like them well done in my home. I know some people still like their burgers mid-rare or medium and things like that. I want it cooked all the way through. So for me, no pink. We're gonna cook these burgers all the way through. And it's smoking into my eyes and it got me doing my okay look right now. So yeah, I'm gonna close this up. The fire's shooting up and touching it. I love it. I love it. So got my spatula here and everything. We're ready to rock and roll. I got my potatoes. These things have been marinating in brown sugar for about an hour. This little pan is kind of sticky, so we are going to have to add some oil. But before we do that, we're going to chop up this onion. It's a yellow onion. Nothing special to it. So it's just a regular yellow onion. Rumple peel skin, don't like it. Get rid of that. I always get rid of that. And then I kind of go a couple layers deep just so I can know that I'm at a good place in the onion. Now we're going to get rid of that. We're going to toss that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit thicker long slices to go with our potatoes, and we are going to spread these around. So this is all going to be spread out into here. So these are going to be kind of a sweeter tone to these potatoes. They say the secret to McDonald's potatoes, I don't know if it's true or not, but they say they soak them in sugar. So I'm testing that theory out today. I'm not saying it's going to taste like McDonald's. I am saying that I think I can get a good flavor out of these by, marinating them in the brown sugar. Boom, boom, boom. So now the onions are getting it too. Alrighty, so I'm just taking a little bit of a safety precaution since I burn myself every single episode. And I'm putting on my little glove. So now I have my goat cheese and I have my American cheese. The goat cheese I'm gonna put on afterward. And I gotta heat up my bacon. We're gonna do that next. So those 2 pieces of cheese are gonna melt. I'm gonna close this up just for a second. All right, so these are our good burgers. They are ready. They are ready to be plated and make them look good for pictures and things like that. So now we got these potatoes. I do need to put a little bit of oil on them. And I'm putting just a little bit of corn oil. So I got my potatoes here and I just put some corn oil in them. And I'm going to put a little bit of salt on here as well. So I'm going to sprinkle this with salt. And the reason why we did the corn oil is so it won't stick to the pan because we do have brown sugar in here. I have my oven set at 350. and we are going to put these on in here. Excuse me, little one. Alrighty, so we are going to put these potatoes in the oven. The oven is set at 350. They will be in there until tender, and the time frame will be in the description. Alrighty, so to finish up these burgers, I'm going to have to heat up some bacon. I'm going to also have to slice some tomatoes, and we're going to have pickles and lettuce on these burgers. So it's going to be like a straight up American burger, but I am definitely putting barbecue sauce on mine. My wife, she likes ketchup and mustard. The baby, she's straight up ketchup. So now I'm placing my bacon in. I haven't had the skillet going for quite some time. Alrighty, this skillet hasn't been going long, so we're not hearing that sizzle yet. But this bacon is going to look good, and we're going to get it on these burgers, and it's going to be amazing. The next thing I have to do is slice my goat cheese for the burgers that'll have the goat cheese on it. Alright, we're going to get this bacon perfectly crispy. I do the split trip, so they like to go on a little vacation. So we get them all good and rendered down. Right now, obviously, you can still see a lot of fat. There's a good place where it's perfect, and we want it there. I already flipped them. You haven't seen that. When these things come out, you'll get to see that at the end. And then I'm going to heat up our buns, and I'm going to heat them up after that. Okay, so now we got our buns. We got our wonderful bacon. I got some goat cheese right here. Then I got a little bit of burger flake in. That's okay. And then I got some burgers right here. So we are going to do our magic, and we're going to put these things together.